Alright guys, so finally got the head back from the machine shop. Already went and assembled it. Again, went with the GSC springs and retainers. I got all new OEM valve locks, all new OEM seals, all new OEM spring seats. Alright, so I'm gonna get ready. I already cleaned the block, I already cleaned the threads, I already assembled all this part. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the tape off, drop the head, put the head studs in, and then torque the head. Making good progress over here. So got the head installed and everything. So next steps are going to be to go ahead and do the timing belt, intake manifold, exhaust manifold. You guys know all that. Oof, got all that done today. I got the timing belt all back together, this whole thing, serpentine belt, all that stuff back together, motor mount, obviously intake manifold, the injectors are in. All right, boys, on the final leg here. Got to put the turbo kit in, downpipe, intercooler piping. Got to prime the motor, spark plugs, coils, the tune for the injectors. Let's get this thing running up today, man. Alright, down to the last few things. I'm going to prime it. There's no spark plugs right now, so I'm going to prime it. Then if that all sounds good, spark plugs, coils, fire it up, and hopefully no leaks and everything works. Alright, I think we're ready. Up in the garage. Turn it a little loud, but it's getting quiet for sure. That's a little loud. The valve train sounds a little loud, but it's running fine. So hopefully it's just that the bleeders have to break in the valve, the cranks, and all that stuff. The smoke is just from the oil and the wrap on the downpipe. She started right up, but I don't know, that sounds kind of loud, doesn't it? I did add the Kigley HLA, the hydraulic control valve thingy. Maybe that makes the valve train noisier. It's got new lifters, new springs, new valve, all new valve train, except the rockers. I kept the rockers. Um, and then new injectors. So I don't know. I'm just making sure that nothing is wrong and nothing is leaking. It sounds a little loud to me. Nothing seems to be wrong. So I guess I'm just gonna let her rip. All right, guys. She is running pretty good. I've been driving around town for a little while. Went to Home Depot, did some errands, been dialing in the injectors. I lowered the boost a little bit, and so far so good. The noise, the lifter noise really went down. She's running pretty strong. Definitely pulls a little harder up top. I don't know that it doesn't really hit harder, you know. I mean, at the end of the day, it's really almost like stock size, but it definitely keeps the boost. Seems like it keeps the boost a little bit stronger up top. So, yep. She pulls so much better with this little turbo. Wow. Wow. I'm thoroughly impressed. This little turbo, wow. Okay, I'm just finishing up the tune. I don't think it's 100%, maybe a little bit too much boost for the track, but maybe this could be my street map, I don't know. But, wow, okay, let me gather my thoughts. So, the turbo is really impressive. For what it is, just a little compressor wheel upgrade, man, it pulls so much better throughout. Like, it just pulls all the way to red line now, okay? Whereas before on the E85 map, it was like, it would hit harder because it was running, you know, a lot more boost, so it would peak more boost, okay? But the boost would just fall off, so that the power band felt strong but peaky, okay? With this, it feels so much faster. Oh man, I really wish I would have been able to do a before and after dyno, but you know, this really wasn't planned. He has dynos that he's done on DynoJet, so I'm gonna try to get the printout, and then I'm gonna dyno this. I'm gonna do like a street map. I'm not gonna do like a kill, not 30 pounds, but you know, maybe 27 or something like that. And then my track map, which will be, you know, maybe 24, 25 pounds. This right now, I think it's about 25 pounds, maybe peaking a little bit more than 25 pounds. And that's what I gotta dial in right now. But dude, this thing runs so much better. And it's like, it wasn't running bad before, okay? But the power is just a lot stronger. And I really don't think that it's all because of the turbo. I mean, the turbo is impressive, but obviously having leaky valves, you know, it was bleeding some of the pressure off. So, you know, unfortunate that I had to go through all this to get to this point, but I'm glad that it really worked out. All right, let's do an off-ramp attack. Oh yeah, it handles. Nice. That's what's up, man. This thing is so much fun. Alright, let's dial it down. There's a lot of traffic around here. But guys, I can't tell you how happy I am. I am just like so impressed with this little turbo, man. I never expected it to feel that strong. Like, it legit feels like it's probably making 450. I mean, I've had a lot of these cars, man. I kind of know what they feel like. This to me feels like 450. We're gonna find out. We're gonna put it on the dyno, and we're gonna find out. And if it does do 450 at whatever's running right now, 25 pounds, maybe 26 pounds peak, that's gonna be really impressive for a barely an upgrade over stock. All right, so I know that I've said this before. and knock on wood, but this thing is running really good, man. No check engine lights. I drove it today all day. I took it to work, did a bunch of errands, been all over town, put over a little bit over 100 miles just today on it. Filled up with E again, ripped it a bunch of times, you know, doing the tuning and stuff like that, getting the injectors dialed in, and she feels solid, man. No check engine lights, no hiccups, no smoke, idle perfect. So I am gonna do a compression test. Probably not gonna make it into this video. It's probably already getting kind of long, but let's get back to the home base and I'll give you guys my final thoughts. All right, guys, back to home base. Got her running pretty good. I'm really happy how this all turned out. Sucks that I had to go through all of that to get to this point, but luckily, you know, she's running really good right now. She sounds really healthy. When I first started it, you guys will hear in the video, it was really loud. Now she sounds like a normal 4G. Idle's perfect. Like it should be, right? So, man, I'm really happy how this all turned out. Let me turn this off for a second so you guys can hear me good. So guys, there's some things that I'm not gonna cover in this particular video. The valve cover, obviously that's not the way it was. Catch can. There's some other things. So I'm gonna do a couple, maybe 2 or 3 separate videos going over some of these things. But for now, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I feel like I try to make these videos a little shorter. For, you know, I just don't want to bore people out, but I don't know, man. I just don't have that great of editing skills right now. But man, I am so happy and super impressed with the HTA 71. Never ever thought that this little turbo was going to pull like that. It honestly feels like an FP Green or better. I mean, it legit feels like a 450 wheel horsepower car right now. So, and that's impressive for, you know, it's basically it's not really a stock motor anymore. I don't know if I can call it a stock motor anymore because it's got aftermarket valves, but it's got stock cams and stock size valves, not ported or anything like that. Stockish turbo, right? And really it's just basically full bolt-on, right? Full bolt-on E85 with the slight upgraded turbo and 450 wheel and a conservative kind of boost, you know, 25-26 pounds. That's super for me. So there's a lot to come with the car. Like I said, I'm gonna have a few videos of just some of the parts that you guys see here. We're gonna start tackling the suspension. I want to get this thing on the dyno as well, and hopefully, man, in the next few months, get this thing in the track. All right, so guys, stick around, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. Peace. I'll see you guys later.